So back again and answering a question about IEEs. For those of you who don't know, an IEE is an independent educational evaluation. Usually when we talk about them, we're talking about the school giving a free second opinion. Well, not the school giving it, but paying for it out of their own pocket. So every time that your child has an evaluation or a reevaluation, you have the right to a second opinion. And I recommend doing that, even if you like the school's evaluation, and here's why. If you have an IE done, it's usually done by a licensed psychologist. I'd recommend only using a licensed psychologist. They have a higher level of education and they have many more hours of practicum. So first of all, you need to find someone that you like. You don't have to use anybody from the school's list. And I'd recommend doing this when you get an evaluation for one of many reasons. The first one is the school's evaluation might be good. You may not like all the recommendations. That's a reason to do an IE. Or you may think that they've missed out some areas that you wanted testing. So that's another reason to do an IE. And here's a really important one. Sometimes schools don't do a really comprehensive assessment. And let's say they miss out assistive technology or they miss out transition planning. You can actually tack those on to your IE request. Now they might push back, but the fact is there is an OSET letter on, schools get one chance to do it comprehensively. And if they don't, then that's it. You get to decide with your licensed psychologist or a transition specialist or an AT specialist as private what the scope of the evaluation should be. So you send in that request for second opinion usually to the special education director. It shouldn't take more than 10 business days to get back with you. There's something called unnecessary delay in the law, and I would say anything after 10 days is unnecessary delay. And you could send in an email to that effect that they're creating unnecessary delay, and usually bells go off. So the IEE is important to note. They do not have to accept it. They only have to consider it. And so that means they could reject it. But again, if they do reject it, then they're ignoring important parent information. They're not including elements that probably should go into the IEP, and they're not considering eligibilities, and that puts them in a bad position if you were to go to dispute. So that's part one of IEs. I'll elaborate more on some things that have taken place in another video, but just to get you started, go get your IE done. Thanks.